Hey, Chris here. Welcome back to the Investing Boss channel, where in this video, I'm going to share with you how to buy entire properties through an app on your phone. We'll be doing this in three parts. So the first part of the video, we'll jump on the laptop and I'll share with you some information about the app. The second part, I'll share my phone screen at the side of me and I'll show you what it actually looks like in the app itself. And then the third part, I'll actually briefly share with you my opinion on if you should be buying full properties through this app or just buying shares of properties as I'm currently doing. It's not financial advice, remember, it's just my opinion and what I'll be doing. But before we get into it, I'd just like to quickly mention the Investing Boss Facebook group, which you can join via the link in the description. But wasting no time and jumping on the laptop then, here we are on the GetStake.com website. And the part of their app where you can actually own full properties is, as it says there, StakeOne. So buy it, manage, and sell full properties digitally in one app from anywhere in the world. Now, if we just scroll down, you can see there where it's been featured. Then further down, there's some information on how it looks like on the app. But as I say, we'll share my phone screen and I'll show you the live view of what it actually currently looks like. There's a few developers there. So Emar being a very, very famous, well-known developer. And they basically work as a broker for these developers. And it says, why choose StakeOne over traditional brokers? So full ownership from your phone, no paperwork, no back and forth, no middlemen, everything digital and built for speed, real-time visibility and control, zero commissions, and that's because Stake earn their commissions from the broker. So when they connect ourselves, the investors, to buy properties, they're getting paid by the developer for doing so, their commissions. There's a new way to invest in full properties. Browse for properties there, then secure your favorite. Then on the confirm stage, transparency before and after you invest. Once reserved, will confirm your booking and begin the contract process with the developer. Track every document and update in-app from reservation to handover. Then you've got the tracking part, so manage, monitor, and maximize returns there. It's going to give you all the information on your properties as you go forward. And there's two different ways you can do this. So there's the off-plan side, which is currently live, and I'll show you. And then there's the ready properties, which, as it says there, it says coming soon. Further down from that, it says invest with confidence, our commitment to transparency and regulation. So Stake have been going now 4 years, as I'm recording this in 2025, over 130 global team members, and there's 20 plus team nationalities, with the value of properties funded at 1.3 billion dirhams now. They're licensed and regulated by the Real Estate Regulatory Agency. They also show clear ownership of documents, which you will receive through the Dubai Land Department. But now let's go ahead, jump on my phone screen, and I'll show you how this looks in the app. So here we go. I'll be looking down at my screen. You can see there it's live. What you can see is what I can see. This is the properties section where you can buy the shares of properties. But if I click in the bottom right hand corner and then click onto StakeOne, that's going to switch the market over to the full properties side of it. Then at the very top there, you got off plan and ready. And as I say, if I just click on ready, it says there coming soon. Now there's a few different price points here and different options you have. This one, for example, it gives you the average annual return payment plan there of 60/40. Scrolling further down, we've got Sober Central on Sheikh Zayed Road there. That's a 40/60 payment plan with a 13.2% average annual return. Q4 handover date, end of 2027 for this one at Motor City. The second one there, end of 2029. So there's all different kind of options for people. You got this one here, which is a pre-launch at Dubai Land Residence Complex, finished in the middle of 2028. Then further down, 13.3% average return, a payment plan of 80/20. So that suits someone that's more wanting to get the majority of the payment done before it's finished. Oh, and I actually forgot to mention, it tells in the top left-hand corner of each photo how many apartments are left. So there it says 4 units left. On this one further down, it says 1 unit left. Then we can go down. This one's more expensive here. So of course that'll be probably a 3 or 4 bedroom apartment. That's 3.2 million dirhams there. If we go and click on, let's just click on the very cheapest one here. So 1.7 million, that's just under 1.1 million. I think that's the cheapest one. LeBlanc Dubai Land Residence Complex that we were just talking about. And it's by Imtiaz Developments. So you got project overview, photos. Obviously these are just like generated images. It's not actually built yet, but with obviously AI image generation now, they're very, very clear, so you can see a very good example of what it'll look like when it's finished. But if we come back out of the photos here, project brochure there, which is going to be further information, all the amenities which you can go through. I won't go through absolutely everything in every detail. Bit of information about the developer. And of course, you can do further due diligence yourself. Research that developer. Make sure you're comfortable before you invest any of your own money. I mean, you can see their years active 11, over 2 billion dirhams in sales in 2024 with 5+ projects complete. For some people, that might be fine. For other people, you may want a developer like Emar or Danube with more of a history and more of a background and completed projects on time. But, you know, for some people, it might think, oh yeah, that's quite good. I'm happy with that. So like I said at the top, this developer offers 60/40 payment schedule, 40% while the property's been built and the final 40 when it's completed. And the deposit is 20% there. Expression of interest, 80,000 dirhams, which I'll put that on the screen now, what that is in pounds and US dollars. Now, if we click on payment plan, that loads the PDF up of 2 different options. Option 1 there, 20% on booking, then 5%, 10%, 5, 10, 5, and then 40 when it's complete. So that'd be quite a large payment when it's complete in June 2028 if it all goes to plan. But some people may want to do the second option, which is a 3-year post-handover plan. So if you haven't quite got the money to do a full 40% payment when it's ready, then at the end there you can see it says 30%, but it's paid as 2.5% every quarter post-handover within 3 years. It's not like it's a set payment plan there. You can have an option for it. Then if we click on the map here, we can go to Google Maps and it'll show us where the property is if you're not quite sure, and zoom out a bit there. So it's, yeah, Dubai Land Resident Complex there as it says. You can see what that's next to. So Silicon Central Mall, Dubai Outlet Mall just down here, which I believe is a smaller mall. Just south of Dubai Safari Park, which is there, and Dubai Crocodile Park. Then a bit further northwest of that, you've got the main Dubai city center there, downtown Dubai, should I say. And it's very close to IMG Worlds of Adventure there. Been there myself. Very nice theme park. Then we have some info, units overview. So 1 bed, 2 bed, and 3 bed. The very best returns, if you're just purely looking at a returns point of view, are actually the 1 bed apartments, and of course they're the cheapest there. Then further down from that, the expected process. If we click on explore units and then click on the 1 bed apartment, that'll give us further info. So it says booking cost breakdown, £226,643, and total due to book 256,000 dirhams. Then you have an option of buy and hold strategy. So literally it'll be completed, then just rent it out, and you would literally manage it on here, or you can sell it handover, so you get all your money back after the 2.5 years. That's going to give a less of an average annual return, but you're going to get your return quicker, of course. If I just click on reserve, we can see the next process there showing expression of interest, 80,000 dirhams. StakeOne launch offer, they're actually knocking off 10,000 dirhams. So they'll be getting a commission for selling this property, and they're giving some money back there as a thank you for using and trusting the platform. So if I wanted to reserve that now, it would cost me 70,000 dirhams there. Literally click pay, and boom, it'd be reserved, getting set up to buy that property. But now we've looked at information on their website and you've seen it on the app itself. I just wanted to quickly talk about what I think about buying whole properties, not financial advice, and what I'm going to be doing going forward. So back on my phone, I'm going to show you, if we click in the bottom right hand corner and then we click on properties, if we click on portfolio in the bottom middle of the screen there, currently my portfolio value in dirhams is 110,000 dirhams, just shy of £23,000, 22,800 basically. My returns so far, nearly 30% all-time returns, shows a total rental income of 1,100 and then the appreciation of 3,000. I wanted to say my thoughts are, because, for example, I've had a few properties, about 3 or 4 now, where a tenant, so you can see there, that's up 26%. A tenant's actually left my property, shares of my property, and they've stopped paying rent. So if I go down here, not all of these are amazing returns. I mean, there's a 57.47 return there, really nice. 28, 24, 21, 22. A great one there in on the Palm, 48% nearly, with £3,500 invested. bastard. But you can see here, there's a couple there where it's actually minus in red. So only very few, like 3, maybe 4 out of these over 70 properties that I have. Imagine if I was to buy a property outright for myself, the tenant went in there and then they stopped paying rent and left, and I had to take that tenant to court, which I wouldn't do it. It would be the state platform doing it. That would then be costing me money. I'd be losing out on rental income. Whereas if I just keep buying, say, £100, £500, or maybe even £1,000 max of shares of properties, and diversify across many, the risk of that, or when it does happen, because it will happen, you'll get tenants that will just leave. For example, in those two, it's £83 I've got in one, and then £292 in another. While it's frustrating that they're down in value because of the court fees and everything, it's not a big deal because I'm diversified so much. But do comment below, if you have the money, are you going to buy whole properties through the state platform or elsewhere, however you're investing? Or do you agree with me, want to just keep buying shares of properties and reduce your risk massively? Do please tap the like button below if you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.